Daemon Daemonium. I'll do you now.
You call to Wolgraf. He awaits your queries. A wide smile. You call to Wolgraf. With a simple nod, the Wolgraf sighs and pulls parchment parts out of his pockets. He opts for the largest one he can find, and when I was a kid, friends and I used to play. One day, we saw strangers in the forest. Friends fled, but I followed them. They took a man into a cave, cut his throat. I warned the source hunters in the city, caught the cutthroats. Source hunters called me a hero. Bad guys were hung. I witnessed the hanging. Sorcerer spoke a spell before the trapdoor opened. I was always wanted to be a source hunter, but source hunters didn't want no mutiny order. Can't blame them. Too bad though. See, the rogue smiles broadly and dramatically produces the quill in question. He holds it aloft for all to admire, then jots down the following words. Saw a wizard once in the village up north, Hunter's Edge. Wizard had nifty things, brooms that sweep by themselves, big star viewer in the garden. Went into his house by night. Found quill by spellbooks. Kept it. Never needed ink no more. Hands used to be black as chimney sweeps. Clean now. Clean of ink, that is, not of thievery. Man's got to eat after all. Wolgraf frowns and signals you to hold on for an instant. He begins to write and gives you not easy being mute. Can't talk and folks think you're slow in the head. No one ever gave me work, though I'm good with math. Was poor. I ain't bitter about it though. Like the rogue's life. Wolgraf gives a
Gongs, you nearly startled me out of my... Ask away, my friend. It's no coincidence. Way back when. Don't let the name fool you, though. In the days of... By now, it's been centuries since... Onward! Sword to sword, comrades! Careful, comrade. I think ask away, my friend, ask away. But...
What can I do for you? So only fools...
Wow! Keep you. Where are you taking me? Are you playing without me? Did someone leave an oven door open?
Salutations, Source Hunter.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Any further news about the orcs? Not as near as they can tell.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
My coin's on that vile Matilda. She never can put peace for long.
Savages in their very blood.
Not the moon for cheese. An excuse is more hose than a slice of this fine woman.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
I'm straight. I'm true.
Lay the big cheese on your blood for the wheel of the good stuff.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Lay the big cheese on your blood for the wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Lay the big cheese on your blood for the wheel of the good stuff. You're on the move for cheese. And give us more hope than the slice of the pie.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Lay the big cheese on your blood for the wheel of the good stuff. Lay the big cheese on your blood for the wheel of the good stuff.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
On the move for cheese. Excuses or holes in a slice of this pie.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
See.
On the move for cheese. Excuses or holes in a slice of this pie.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Made a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Made a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fire.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling or elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Made a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Made a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Bless the seven, I am restored. Into the fray once more.
On the men! Ah! I've been tainted!
I thought my luck had run out.
fighting in your name.
Bless the Seven, I am restored.
I needed that. Into the fray once more!
Bless the seven, I am restored.
The rabbit gives you a forlorn look. It seems as if it wants to speak to you, but can't. The rabbit nods and points to the northeast. The cat that got its tongue must have wandered off in that direction.
I could do with a cold drink.
Oven door open!
Lunging assault! I feel better already. Into the fray once more.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Hail, Source Hunter! Good to see you've reached Lacula Forest. There were times when I came to this neck of the woods just to whiff its wholesome air. Alas, that it is thick with sorcery these days. It surrounds us here, like an invisible mist. Takes cat's eyes to see it creep. Even so, it's plain as day to the east, all about Ikara's cabin. Immaculate's beset it, no doubt under Leandra's orders. If she has ordered such thorough defenses of her sister's cabin, we may be certain that whatever lies within will be a prize more precious than butter-baked plaice. That means Ikara herself must be there, Hunter, and it is essential that you find her. Only she can shed light on the details of Leandra's plans. Zigzags would see you dash rather than mosey. But matters such as these require a thoughtful approach. Leandra and her cronies may be lunatics all, but they're far from brainless. So be wary, Hunter, and be safe.
Poor man. It seems he was eaten by a beast.
Well, partially eaten, to be more precise.
and hit and hit.
Lucky break.
Concentration for boots to hell.
For you!
maniacs come!
On the men!
Soaked to the skin.
I feel uneasy here. I'd better keep my weapon at the ready. Field medic reporting for duty.
Please assist me, friends!
Poison consumes me! Without aid, I will expire soon! Without aid, I will expire soon. My life is ebbing away.
No glory in this death.
Seven, call me home.
The Seven call me home. help here?
Into the fray once more.
May this divine gift lead us to triumph. Fading fast. Pummeled into the earth.
Please, assist me, friend!
Staff of Justice!
Summon Fire Elemental!
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
will be my last. No, I went out fighting in your name.
Back on my feet.
In the name of the goddess, halt! Who goes there? A wanderer, you say? A lost sheep, perhaps, that has found its flock? The stable of Immaculates? Why, it's Silverglen, of course! Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful! We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange in what a stranger's ears, but you must know that but a short while ago, a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen, until she who speaks for the goddess brought us a cure. She showed us how we may overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. That is why we now live a life of devoutness and civility, so that we may become immaculate. But I suggest you talk to Father Loik if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Be welcome, therefore, to Silverglen. Blessed be all Immaculates.
The Immaculates here seem to be a friendly enough bunch.
I could do with a scene being the operative word. Let's remain vigilant.
The degenerates here claim they have been cleansed. But I can still smell the stink of persisting putrescence wafting from their grimy flesh. Silverglen, this place sickens me. As you know, I once carried the burden of disease upon emaciated shoulders. Perhaps I had better explain in greater detail. So I shall. It was an unparalleled horror. Scores of physicians flocked to my bedside. They traveled from realms across the seas hoping to cure the mighty Jehan. Undo the gloom, but none of their potions took effect. Their salves seared, but did not soothe my It went like this, Hunter. If a ghoul I had become, so a dark turn of thought convinced me. A ghoul's methods I should employ to escape the labyrinthian crypt of corporeal corruption. A necromancer I'd be. Yes, only from deep within the deliriums of death would I tunnel my way back into the gardens of life. I did unspeakable things in the dusky dungeons that twist like forgotten veins to long-deceased organs far beneath my castle's sunlit halls. Halls which held my throne and held the bed upon which Heraka slept, her very touch blessing the satin she reposed upon. Still there came no relief. Perversions I created in scores, but they were mere undead all. Creatures so piteous that the thought of cheating death in their guise frightened me more than the swing of the scythe itself. Like mosquitoes in the night, panic and despair beset me until I turned to that darkest of all arts, demonology. It had to be. There was no other way. I could feel the life slipping out of me like love out of a betrayed spouse's heart. So I studied tomes so old the dust that fell from their centuries' unperused pages never knew the light of the stars that now shine. I drew forbidden symbols. I spoke unhallowed words, and from the smoke that rose like a dragon's last breath, a demon appeared to me and said, "Ask, O blighted king, and you shall have." "Just tell me," I cried, "tell me what ails me." Hiraka. Never had I known a single word can cut deeper than the sharpest of daggers. With maddening glee, the demon told me she was one of his kin, a soul-swallowing horror that had been feeding on both my body and my spirit like a leech. An ancient being was she, that moved from king to king throughout the ages, filling their hearts with love, then draining them of life. After such revelations, does one truly desire to live on? Death seemed like a mother then, welcoming me with her "all will be well" embrace. Yet still I feared exceedingly her seemingly sweet caress, and the oblivion that would follow. Release me from her, demon, and give me back the strength of a sick, free existence. So went my desperate plea. It smiled, of course it did. Smiled bare 100 razors as its eyes came alight with infernal fire. 1,000 years I will give you, it whispered. But then your soul shall be mine to incarcerate in the depths of hellish nemesis. As for your throne, that I'll have now. What say you, O brittle king? Do you accept my terms? I think you know the answer to that question, Hunter. But I've said enough for now. These memories are painful to recollect. So let us turn to the rest of them later. Good. No use in standing about.
Well, well, well. So our very own demon hunter once dabbled in the so-called darkest of arts himself. Neither can I. Clearly, his great love was almost the very death of him. She broke his heart in more ways than one, and I too would go to any length to repair it.
We meet again, and well met you are. Did you know I've constructed a little theory about you both? Yes, I have indeed. The theory is this: you are not you. Or rather, you are you, but you is not all there is to you. And that goes for both of you. But I see you're staring at me like a cow stuck in an astronomy lesson, so let me start again. I think that you carry two souls inside of you. One that belongs to the mortal human beings that you are now, and one that belongs to certain someones with whom we've both become acquainted. You remember that segment of the tapestry your efforts helped to mend, don't you? The two great generals? How they led the battle against the Void's first attack on Rivellon? It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Your connection to the Void, your presence here at the end of time. True, the mystery of Starstone remains, but at this rate, we'll have it sorted out in 2 shakes of Ahu's tail. As luck would have it, a new portal awaits. Perhaps answers do as well. So, onward.
A second soul? Do you think it could be true? Yes. Just look at the events we've set in motion. Our souls are meant to soar, and they'll soar yet.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber.
What have we here? A study?
Wonderful. About time.
Guardians, dear guardians, When I see your faces, it is like the barriers of time tumble in upon themselves. But oh, how my heart aches when I think of the duty you adopted. It was more than even the gods had the right to ask of you. You did not want it, but you took it upon yourselves nonetheless, though many wailed and many wept. In a ruptured world, wherein all resolve had crumbled, you renounced life and liberty to stand guard and protect every last morsel of creation. When I despair, I think of your sacrifice. In my darkest hours, I cherish the resolve that was you.
It's a good thing to be cherished.
Even though apparently we had to give up life and liberty for that to happen.